I'm going to start just with a brief presentation. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Pushpa, Camilla Kazak. I'm a mother of four, and I'm the director of the Transmission School. And this school is actually a project that has been, let's say, been going on for many years, because we have first, my husband and I, and a bunch of people, 25 people actually, we had an eco-village for almost 20 years. And we've had schools that were a super success, but they were schools. They started off actually with a kindergarten, and then it was a creche and a middle school and a elementary. And this was based Montessori based, and then we introduced a lot of Waldorf. Although for us it was always very clear that the purpose of school and what the school was about was nature. So Mother Nature was always the what really brought us together, and what the school was about, and it was called Scuola della Natura. So then we've been actually ourselves students of many of these teachers that you will hear talking here, or they've been friends for many years, and we have witnessed their work and the way they work, because we've really chosen our teachers with a lot of work behind the screens, and really felt them and worked with them in an energetic level as well. So yeah, this is what also makes this school very particular, and I would say pretty pioneer. It's a pioneer school. So who is this school for? It's mainly for young adults, so 18 and upwards. However, last year we've had a 14-year-old who really asked to come and do the permaculture course, and we interviewed him, and he really was, really wanted to do it, and he came to do it. And then this year we have a 16-year-old who really wants to come and do a couple of weeks. So, sometimes we have young adults who really want to come and learn a specific course or have this experience. So it can be open to younger, but usually I would say it's 18, because it's actually not also a place where you park your child, but really even my adolescents, I don't impose them to do the school. They have to choose when they're ready. And for example, my 21-year-old who's just finishing university now, doing environmental studies, has chosen to come and spend the summer and do this program herself. So yeah, young adults, but also it is for adults who are young inside, because last year we've had some fantastic young adults, meaning we had a 62-year-old, a 55-year-old, and it was amazing to have these people, because they brought so much, hi Yavina Nupala, welcome. They brought so much richness to the program, because as Maria Montessori used to say, it's so important to be living and working with people of different ages, because we really nurture one another, no? And so yeah, so I think I see that you're all in age here, both, all of us, no? Between, I would say, 18 and 280, I think we're all in that age. So the school is definitely for all of you, for your children, for your nephews and nieces. It's for all of us. And as we say, as teachers, we always say that, yes, some of us are teachers here, but we're always students, because we're always learning one from another, no? And we also teachers learn, keep on learning. Please, guys, turn off your microphone, because it reverberates. Angelica, I think it's you. Turn off, thanks. Angelica is one of our students as well, and now she's in Greece going to a program, Eco-Village Erasmus program, straw bale house building and all sorts of things. So this is the kind of students that then, this is what happens to students. Then they go for the world. So yeah, so what are we going to be doing in this incredible program? We're really going to start again vibrating from our hearts, heart to heart. So it's really a reconnection with people, and so much more needed now after this whole or while we're going through this whole pandemia circus and this adventure that we're going through. So it's very important to learn about this reconnection again, which is in us, but it's really good to live a time where you feel that and you understand that and you reconnect with that. And while we're doing this among fellow humans, we do this as well with Earth, because that's where it all comes. It's like, again, learning how to really have the same heartbeat of Earth. And also, we, as you probably have seen our website, we talk about and transmit everything that has to be about sustainability and yeah, deep psychology, community building, and there's so many different workshops. So as I said before, you can come and do the whole program, which is 3 months, and that's an incredible adventure, because you can imagine what it is also to share and live for 3 months together with other people from different countries from all over the world, because it's an international school and it's taught in English. However, we have some teachers that speak different languages, and then they are translated. And yeah, and then you can come and only for 2 months or 1 month, or even choose a course that is something that maybe you'd like to do or go deeper into, and just come and do a course. And yeah, so now what I'm going to do is we have some of our teachers are here today, so they're going to tell you a bit what they bring. And yeah, and then we leave a little space at the end for those of you who have maybe some questions. So I think I've just given a brief introduction, and those of you who have not seen our website or video, you can go also deeper in checking that out, and yeah, and also connecting with who's invited you today. So Zoran, I'm going to leave the word to you. So I'm going to turn off the mic, and all of us turn off the mics, and then later when we want to ask something, we turn it on. It's, for those of us who don't know, it's on the left here. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Pushpa, for lovely introduction. Good evening, everybody. I'm so grateful and glad to be with you today and to talk a little bit about the piece of the content that I'm bringing into this amazing school. I've been part of this school from the conceiving, so to say, and following this in amazing unfoldment in the last few years. And, it's so lovely to see this school shine and bring the light to the world now more than ever, that when we need it. So very grateful to be with you tonight. I'm not going to talk about myself that much, because you can read about me on social medias and also on my CV and Transmission School website. Just few, important pointers. I have been coaching for last 25 years globally, and coaching, life coaching, career coaching, executive coaching, team coaching are my core coaching competencies. And I'm more than happy to bring my coaching knowledge into the school, and specifically focusing on the life coaching element of the school. I also have been in relationship to what Pushpa is saying with the planet Earth, with Mother Gaia, with consciousness, with spirituality, with acceleration of consciousness also throughout my life journey and also throughout my coaching journey. So all of those elements are part of the teaching that I'm bringing to you. And those teachings are developed in collaboration with my partners, and the body of the work is called evolutionary coaching for evolution of human consciousness. Now, in order for us to be able to grow ourselves and become the most evolved part of ourselves through this ascension process that we are facing right now, we really need to have a strong core stability in ourselves. I've seen this again and again and again through my coaching practice. When people go really high in the frequency and really evolve and develop into outstanding spiritual knowledges, if they don't have a very strong home, very strong foundation in their human life, then everything collapses and they're not able to sustain this knowledge. So my passion inside of the school is to bring this strong foundation to our students. So as they are growing with these amazing teachers who are teaching them all these wonderful disciplines going forward, they can stay grounded, anchored, secured in their foundation. So my course is called Core Stability, Personal Foundation. And the Core Stability course is teaching people the foundation of what do you need to have in place or in check to be a powerful human being on this third dimensional plane. And then if you have this in your foundation, then you can evolve and grow like a powerful tree forward. And there are 8 principles that we're going to be learning. Number 1 is stop settling, meaning you will be taught how to eliminate tolerations in your life. We all have things that we're tolerating, that we're unhappy with. And this first powerful principle will get you to really eliminate anything that is really stifling your progress and your accomplishment in your life and stealing your energy. So tolerations are the big piece. The second core principle of our core stability is complete the past. No matter how old you are, even if you're 20 or 30 or 40 or 18, there are certain things from the past that are lingering behind you that you have not completed. And we all have this in our human beingness. And if you don't complete our past, if you don't forgive, forget, have challenging conversations with people who hurt us or that you hurt, you carry this energy in your everyday life and you create a negative karma for yourself. So the second principle is really teaching you to look back into your life with the microscope point of view and to find those incompletions and through the powerful process of coaching, complete everything that you need to complete. The third principle you will learn is called fulfilling and realizing your needs. People are not taught how to express and then how to fulfill their needs. We all assume and anticipate that other person, especially the loved ones in our life, will reach out to us and fulfill our needs. We all love to be hugged, embraced, appreciated, loved, acknowledged, honored, but we don't know how to communicate this to the people and environment around us. So this principle is actually teaching you to take full responsibility in fulfilling and realizing your needs instead of you waiting for reality to do this for you. It's very proactive and very powerful. The next principle, it's about living your values. We in coaching call values the internal buttons of success. So once when you really understand what is your core purpose in your life, what is your mission, what do you really value, what makes your heart sing, what is your true heart desire, why are you here on this earth right now, what is your core mission in this lifetime, and you get to see this and really begin embodying that, then you can be successful. Then the energy flows, the abundance flows, and your collaboration and your contribution is there. Basically, in this principle, you learn that you're unique, that you're valuable, that you have something that nobody else has in the collective human consciousness, that you hold this little piece of the puzzle, and once when you get activated through the powerful process of coaching to realize and fulfill your values, then you add on your contribution back to the collective, and then you shine, and then many other things flow back to your life, including the abundance and synchrodestiny and wonderful things that are expecting you. So that's the principle number 4, I think. Then we have living your life with the ease and grace and balance and flow. More than ever right now, the balance and flow are kind of very important in our life. They were always important, but right now through the COVID, as we go to work from the home and everything is integrated, your family, your kids, your studying, your computer, your Zoom, it's really important to understand what we call in coaching the peak equilibrium of life. When you step into equilibrium, how do you live a life in a balanced way? Starting from spiritual, emotional, physical, and all other bodies, balancing all of your other bodies in your life. And I'm sure that other teachers that I know in this school of transmission will also empower that space of living your balance profoundly. We have the next principle, which is living with financial ease and grace. We deliberately have this principle in core stability because the pain point of poverty consciousness for a lot of people are still, part of their life experience, and people are struggling and stifling in not knowing how to really claim the space of abundance. And what does it mean to live an abundant life? What does it mean to have money, to have freedom, to create abundance on any level? I'm just using financial as an example, but it can be relationship, networks, and so on and so forth. So that principle is teaching you how to activate yourself through reality creation to create abundance for yourself and everybody else around you, which is extremely important principle. A lot of our students are struggling with this one because it's linked to a lot of limiting negative beliefs that has been part of the programming of the collective consciousness for a very long time. And then we have the last one, which is called cherishing your body. As you know, you are your temple. We've heard this so many times for so many different teachers. If you don't know how to cherish your body, how to take care of your body, then everything else collapses. So there's this wonderful principles in you understanding how your body works, and then how do you make sure that your body functions in the optimum level. And then there is much more in this course as well. I'm just giving you top-down menu. So what happens when you participate in this course in the school, you get this foundation, you get this personal foundation that you become fully functional human being. You have a core stability that you can carry out all of the tasks in your life going forward. And then on top of everything, you can build up this amazing skill set that all other teachers in school are there to offer and teach you. And then you can sustain it. So the whole emphasis is that when you're strong, you're stable, you're grounded, you're powerful, you can sustain everything that you've learned and get straight back into your life and implement it in the most beautiful way. So that's for me for tonight. I'm really grateful once again to be part of this amazing collective of wonderful teachers and wonderful body of knowledge. I know last year, when we did this course for the first time, it was a beautiful, great success. I remember the students were extremely happy towards the end of the course. And I hope this year I'm going to see a lot of new students coming to experience this body of work. And then, as I said, experience all other wonderful teachers who are part of this community. Thank you so much. Lots of love and enjoy.
Thank you, Zoran, and goodbye when you have to go out. Thank you so much. Thank you. Jenny, can you wait a second, or you need to go because we have a little child to put to bed? I don't know if you can just let Darko talk a minute and then you go. Okay, Darko.
Okay. Let me
yeah, got it.
Mute. Yes. So good evening, everybody. And thank you, Zoran, for such a wonderful intro. And thank you, Pushpa, for putting us all together. I think we owe you a great deal. And it's a great to be part of this. I mentioned to Pushpa that we have a little one. So, I'm going to try to be short and concise. I was invited last year to participate, and I was able to do it, unfortunately, only via online. I wasn't able to travel because of the situation, but I'm very much looking forward to this fall and coming over. As Zoran said, you can read about me under the teacher's bio. I looked through by the way, Pushpa, I looked through the intro of the program that I'm going to be teaching. So please just look at it a little bit. Maybe it needs some corrections. This is just for you. And so what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be probably coming with my wife and a little one. And I think the foundation for, happiness is the happy family and of course, happy self. And everything starts with another foundation, which is food. And this is how I started my journey. I had health issues, which I sort of like didn't know where to go. I was pushed against the wall. And I started with food, which was the easiest thing to do. Many things have told me, start this way, start that way. But the food is something, or the kitchen is the laboratory we enter so many times a day. So I said, maybe this is the way to go. So I, started with that. And to make long story short, the healing happens within ourselves. And if anybody tells you they're going to heal, question them, trust your own power. And out of the journey of 35 years, I've been on this journey for 35 years. At my 20s, I didn't know what to do with myself. So I discovered this path, and I've been leading it for the last 35 years. Got me into live food. I'm not a chef, I'm self-made chef. I open restaurants, I've done projects, I've done teachings. And as a matter of fact, my former career was in consulting, precisely health consulting, rather holistic consulting. I got tired of it because I realized that people really don't want to get well. So I gave up for a period of time because I needed to sort of like distance myself from it. The ones that were getting better are the ones that wanted to transform. So this transformation school, it's a perfect name for it. And for those of you and people you know, please refer them. I'll be talking a lot about not only food and how to prepare food, but I'll be talking and presenting the basic principles, which are basically, in my view, only four. So nourish, clean, move, and rest. If you apply those four principles in your life, most of the problems you will be helped with, and the rest, maybe you need a little assistance with people, teachers, mentors, practitioners, and so forth. So I'll be integrating sort of like gastro part and the health part from my 35 years of experience. I don't want to go too much into my academics. It's just very, I think, it's a part of it, but it's not a major part of it. I think what I draw my knowledge from is the life experience. I've fallen onto my nose and I got up many times. I failed, but I really don't see it as a failure. I fell, I didn't fail, and I stood up again. I had major challenges, and this is what I want to share with you. It's a first-hand experience. I'm not talking about, I've read, these people have done it. This is going to be, hands-on, feel it, eat it, clean it, rest it, and move it. So, to not go any further into this, I'm really grateful for the opportunity. I regret I'm not going to be able to stay until the end, because I'm sure it will be the questions, but please contact me via email, all the social media I'm involved with. You are able to reach me, and I'm very much looking forward to, meeting many of you, and of course, meeting you, Pushpa, in person. So, with this, I recently, I always say the health and the transformation is in doing it. So what I did at 55, I moved my family from, again, for the, I don't know, I think sixth time in my life, from another country to a new country. I started a new life from the scratch. And to be honest with you, I try to live what I preach. So here I am, starting from scratch at 55, and finally I feel settled and things are happening here. I live in Vienna, a native of Croatia, lived in America for many, many years. As a matter of fact, for many decades. I lived in Switzerland. So for me, the challenge is to start from, not from scratch, but start something new, which always, it's very exciting and motivating, even though, I do believe that the success comes from persistence, and if you're stable somewhere. But I guess this is my character. It just feeds me in many ways. So I wish you, nice journeys, and looking forward to working with you guys. And I would end it up here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Darko.
Okay.
Thank you.
So unfortunately, I have to go, but I wish you lots of luck.
See you soon. Thank you, Darko.
Thank you, Darko.
Peace with you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Jenny, your turn.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Jenny. I'm Italian of origin, but I traveled around a bit, and at the moment I'm sitting where my feet touch the ground in Spain, as they would say sometimes in England. So to introduce myself, so I've been living in an eco-village, being the managing director of the European Eco-Village Network, and I've been also part of another amazing organization, which is ecological, which unites transition movement, permaculture, eco-villages, and sort of university. I'm a facilitator of profession, but really, like, what I feel that I bring is a human touch. I lost my sight at the age of 2, and since then I realized that no matter what you do in your life,
Jenny, I don't know if you can hear us. We lost you.
Sono gli inconvenienti della diretta, tutti.
Ah, yeah. You also realized.
Unfortunately. The misfortunes of going on live.
Yep. You see why it's better to all come together?
Yeah, for sure.
Pushpi, I know Jenny is short on time, but if you'd like, I can interject because I think I can do mine in like 3 minutes.
Yes, it's good also to keep it short because so that but doesn't become too long for everybody. Just hang on a second, Fritz. Do you have to go, or can we let Molly go?
No, let Molly go.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Molly. Super great.
Okay.
Welcome
So, hi,
home.
everyone. Thank you. Yes,
Molly,
I
what
just
did you
flew.
say?
I flew from the US to Italy last night. So I'm still awake from a few days of travel, but I'm really happy to be here. And I just want to, so I'm sorry, I am bringing to this beautiful collaboration of teachings a 3-week Hatha yoga course. When you see it on the schedule, it will look something like a yoga teacher training course. But I would love for anyone who happens to be here this evening or today, or even listening to the recording, to consider that this training course, yes, could lead you to cultivate the ability to share yoga further down the line and become a certified teacher. But the way that I love to think about it is simply a deeper and more soulful introduction and look and investigation into what yoga is. And I have never met Zoran. And this is the first time I've actually ever heard him speak, but just a show of hands, like a wiggle of fingers or noses, how many people got really excited when they listened to him describe his course? Anyone else? I was having palpitations. So what I'm gonna present is all of that through the storytelling of yoga. And I think this is one of the, yeah, thanks, Ani. This is one of the absolute beautiful things about what Pushpa has created in this school is that ultimately we are striving to connect ourselves as a society, as human beings, and also back to Mother Earth via a through line that does exist. And that innate wisdom that exists in life is, of course, accessed and taught through many different traditions. And hearing Zoran talk about his coaching and all of the different levels in Hatha Yoga, we begin our investigation with the physical body because it is the part of us that is most tangible, that is most easily accessible. And from that foundation, all of the things that he happened to mention so articulately and so beautifully, we investigate. And not only do we investigate through the lens of yoga, but we learn practices and tools to keep our discoveries integrated into life. And I will be sharing time in my 3 weeks at the school with Hanako, who I know is also on the call. And I'm not sure, and she and I also share a lot of foundational let's say approaches to life, and she's also an incredibly magical woman. But my hope is to lend to the school yoga, but a little bit broader than most of us know it, more as an approach to life and a vehicle through which we can really discover both ourselves and how that integrates into life as a whole, and how that leads to the magic of moving away from suffering and toward leading a life that is vibrating on all of these higher spiritual, psychological, and quality of life planes. I think that was maybe 3 minutes, I hope.
Yes, thank you so much. And I would like to just pass the word back to Jenny because I know she has another meeting. Jenny,
sorry, my bloody internet went out right when I started to speak. Hey, that's live. So good. So just to pick up again, I don't know where you guys, where I left you, but what I was trying to say is that what I bring, I think, is the touch of collaboration. Having lost my sight as a child at the age of 2.5, I really felt that whatever I need to do become much faster and much better when I can actually, sorry, I turned off my video, so maybe come down the internet, but when I really can work with others. And this is why I dedicated my life to work in teams and to do things in teams. And what I will introduce you during the first week of the course of the school actually is create a group together, how to dream and manifest.
How to dream and manifest. Jenny, we lost you again. So Jenny's bringing community building. And it's just a shame we can't hear her because her course is amazing. Maybe one of the students will talk.
I can definitely say that her course is amazing. She changed my life. That woman is a force of nature, and manifesting your dreams. She makes you get in contact with your dreams first and develop a new approach to yourself. And by developing a new approach to yourself, a new approach to others. And she really emphasizes the value of having a respectful, deep connection with all others. And she's amazing. She's amazing, really. And I'm so disappointed that now she cannot speak for herself. But I hope I'll just my energy gives her a little bit of the credit that she deserves.
Great, Annie, thank you. I think you represented her well. Super. And it's true, as Annie says, she's really a force of nature. Although she does not see, she is like director of I don't know how many things. And yeah, and she really gives herself 150%. And she's a super, super coach and a lot more, a lot more.
Pure inspiration, pure inspiration.
Okay, so let's move on because yeah, otherwise we all have evening here in front of us. Otherwise we'll be soon having dinner together. It's a Zoom dinner. So yeah, Fritz, if you would like to go, and then slowly we'll move to someone else.
Hello, everyone. And it feels like we are all just a bridge to Jenny being able to speak again. But I think Annie, you did do a good job. Yeah, I'm new to the transmission school. Hanako introduced me, which I'm very grateful for. It's very fun energy to be on this call. I couldn't stop smiling for the last kind of 15 minutes. So yeah, and very exciting to have such diverse kind of group of teachers and courses. And it makes it truly kind of holistic or integral to life, which is exciting when you have all different components kind of come together. And for some, something will work very well and something will not work very well. And that combination kind of to build your own course out of it is special. So my own contribution to it, I mean, I guess I asked two questions, and now I'm starting to ask these two questions to many more people, sometimes one-on-one, often in groups, and or slightly different. But the first question would be, who are you? And the second question would, or before I say the second question, first question would be kind of leading inwards, right? So when you ask the question, first movement that you would make is kind of going inwards from, well, all right, what does he want with this question? And the second question is kind of an outwards leading. So who do you want to be? And it's kind of more outwards leaning because then you start to think about circumstances and what you're doing in your life. And usually there's when you ask two questions, that's how the human operates. There's a slight friction, often very strong friction actually, or conflict between who you are and who you want to be. And it's like a little bit, I used this metaphor this morning and I liked it, so I'll just use it again. I used it in a very different context, but it's a little bit like that the two questions are like a tense muscle when you ask them together. Who am I and who do I want to be? It's a little bit like a tense muscle because we have aspirations to be someone great or earn loads of money, get recognition, or build something, whatever the aspiration is of what it is that we want to do in the outwards world. And what we're doing in our time together is a little bit kind of relaxing this muscle. So relaxing the tension between who am I and who do I want to be. And relaxing that muscle is kind of also arriving in the now, or arriving in yourself, or arriving in God, or arriving in, you know, whatever word you're using. So arriving in essence, maybe that's a nice word actually, arriving in essence. And then opening ourselves up to experiencing the world without getting caught up in it. And I know that I'm delivering together with a biodancer facilitator. So I think in the evenings we'll dance, which is the perfect combination really, because once you started to really relax the muscle of, oh my God, I want to be this, I want to do that, I want to be, you kind of arrive here, the dancing will be a very kind of different activity. I do loads of dancing in my own context and with people, and so I'm very happy that there's somebody that will do that, so I can just dance and not have to facilitate it. It'll be fabulous. But it will be a good combination going together. And I think maybe the last thing I can add is that for me, I spent much of my life in that conflict and in that tension of wanting to be someone great, and I still have a lot of that showing up. You know, it can show up any moment, and it's a rather stressful experience of life. And a couple of, maybe actually a year ago, or not so long, I had this yeah, there was a kind of a realization that I don't have to be anybody, and that did change it for me, and that's what I'm attempting to share. So I look forward to being in Italy and eat also the great food. That's what I look forward to a lot as well, the good food. So, all right, thank you, everybody.
Okay, I'll start sending you for some photos of the group, who's now we have a sound healing yoga group downstairs. There they are with a little child. They're all downstairs, and they're experimenting the great food, as you say. So we'll have to send you some photos, Fritz, so you get ready.
Please.
Thank you, Fritz.
Thank you so much. Okay, Natasha, do you want to go? Or if someone is more in a hurry, you guys can go. I don't know, Tomeo, do you have time? You want to go, or Natasha?
Yes, I have time. I have time.
Okay, Natasha, would you like to go? Your microphone, please.
Yeah, yes, I would like to go. I need to bring my kid to bed.
I thought
yeah.
so.
Thank you, Pushpa. Yes, so I will transmit my knowledge about edible ecosystems. I've set up an ecological art project called I Can Change the World with My Two Hands. And I've been building a community and worked a lot with the hands in the soil. I think this is very, very important for every human being, to be with your hands in the soil, to be connected. So I will teach some theory, but of course we will be working a lot in the garden, and I will bring my experience and show the difference between the different sustainable food systems. I've been busy a lot with commons as well. All the commons initiatives that are evolving in Amsterdam and growing in Amsterdam. So I will bring all that knowledge from all my colleagues with me, how to make the earth a better place, how to take care of Mother Earth. Yeah, I've a lot of experience with permaculture, biodynamic gardening, but I would be very happy to teach about the ecosystem and connect to the ecosystem, let people feel how we are connected with the ecosystem. We're not on top of it, we're part of it. So this is what I will be teaching.
Thank you, Natasha. Thank you.
That was a good short one.
Absolutely. Very to the point. Super important. Thank you very much. Okay,
Thank you.
Tomeo, since we're talking about the earth, would you like to talk of what you're doing with earth, with Mother Earth? And
Thank you, Pushpa. Thank you. My name is Tomeu. I'm from Mallorca, Spain. And I have 2 days. Pushpa invited me to the school for 2 days on bread and wheat on September. What I want to offer us in these 2 days is a reconnection with the bread and the wheat, and also the elements it works as the fire, water, air, all this connection. I want to intoxicate the students with this passion for these simple and magical things we have in our surroundings. What I want to communicate is my passion for the magical thing is the bread, because I think we think on bread as a normal thing, a quick way to do it. We don't know where it comes from. And in these 2 days, I want to go to the origin of this, all of this. My way to make bread is on heritage wheats or ancient wheats and sourdough. So this is the beginning, but it will give us a way to make magic with our hands. And what is the result is a magical bread. I don't know now exact the program, what I will offer in these 2 days, but I'm very excited on the wheats or you have in Italy, because now I'm investigating with these varieties, and I am surprised because as a Mediterranean person, I study a lot of the grains of the Mediterranean area, and we have a huge amount of ancient wheats that we can feed on it and work on it. So I hope I can communicate a little bit what is what I want to offer in these 2 days. And I am very grateful to have listened to ones had talked before me, because I think we are all related with. Thank you. Thank you.
Tomeo, I think you have 3 days actually in your program.
But I read 2 days. 3 days. Wow.
Wow, we're going to do so much
Yeah.
beautiful, fantastic bread.
Yes. Three days.
Let me tell you, Tomao's been my guru, my bread guru for many years. I finally did a course with his guru, but let me tell you, Tomao is beyond his guru. So everyone thinks I'm a good bread baker and they think that I'm
Yes.
teaching them as well. But Tomeo is much better. So you don't know how happy personally I am to have my bread guru again in town.
Thank you, Pushpa. Thank you.
Ready to make the best bread ever?
Yeah.
Super. Thank you,
Thank
Tomeo.
you. Thank you.
Okay, so Massimo, do you have to also go and put your kids to bed? Are you still there? Well, I saw
here.
Massimo. Okay, I know that you have other meetings, so you want
Yeah.
to talk first, and then maybe Yavin and Upala and
Monday
Anna,
is
you're
the
last.
community meeting day. Oh, yo.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought so.
So thank you. Part one of my presentation. I has been living in a small intentional community for 30 years. And in
Not
this
so
year,
small, not so small.
not so small, but okay. Sometimes I think about the big community in Europe. So Italian size, for the Italian size is not so small community. And in these years, I've been engaged in building, retrofit, an old village and small scale farming and creation of economy for a community and managing a touristic cooperative company. But apart from this, for me, the most important part of my life in this community has been living and learning group dynamics. And through this, knowing myself as much as I can in this moment of my life, and observing myself meeting other human beings and observing also when different human beings meet each other. Part two, I'm a permaculture teacher. And permaculture is a system of design is a system of design for to develop a sustainable world, but it's also a way of thinking. It's a key to understand the landscape, and in a way, it's a philosophy that is based on ethical principle. But also permaculture are good practices, daily good practices in the garden, in the house, at works, in daily life. So permaculture is a key to investigate, to observe, to understand, to design, to act. And part three, what is my course about? And the idea is that I will overlap these two experiences in my life, reading groups dynamics and permaculture principle. And through this, develop with you the idea of a social permaculture, that it's a new exciting part in the permaculture teaching in this moment. So we will have front lesson, we will have group work, we will play together, and we will stay outside part of the time. And this is more or less what I will offer to you in September. Thank you.
Thank you, Massimo.
Thank you.
Thank you, Massimo. Thank you so much. Okay,
Yeah.
Yavin and Upala, would you like to go?
Yes.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
So nice to be here together with you all.
Yeah.
Just to give a little break from the many words we've heard, beautiful words, but words nonetheless, we will just do a little bit of singing and then do some talking. All right. So just some improvisation, some authentic sound.
Yeah.
a physiological shift in the body, because it's all about vibration. The most fundamental thing in the whole universe is sound. It creates everything. And we are sound. We're all vibration. So when working with this fundamental energy, it holds the keys. It's a gateway to very fundamental change. Integration, as many of you who will come to the school, there will be a lot of knowledge. So we thought, integration is very, very important of all the knowledge, and their sound can be a beautiful tool to sing together as a group with the support of music. I'm a musician. I've been playing music for all of my life, as long as I can remember. There's a beautiful grand piano in the school, in the hall. So we'll just, first of all, have a lot of fun singing together, making music, dancing to it. But, as I said, it's a very powerful gateway. And some people might think singing is not for them and believe that because of television and talent shows, they should shut up. Or maybe someone has said to you, don't sing, shut up. And that's just a big lie, because human beings have been singing for thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of years. It's part of the human experience. So don't let anyone ever tell you to shut up. Singing is your birthright. And if you have doubts about your voice, we'll be there for you. We'll help you step by step overcome that fear of singing in a group until you can fully enjoy your voice and singing together. Yeah. Little bit about ourselves. So my name is Yavin.
And my name is Opala.
And we have firsthand experienced the power of singing when Opala got really, really sick and she wasn't able to speak anymore. We used singing as a powerful healing agent in the hospital. And from there on, everything changed. We started a company called Song Dance. And now we help people all over the world use their voice as an agent for growth and transformation and liberating emotions, achieving deep states of meditation and connection to other people, to yourself. So in a nutshell, we were very grateful to be guests last year of the school, just for a couple of days. We fell in love with the school. We're very happy to meet some of the teachers that will be there. And we can't wait to give our 5-day program.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pushpa.
Thank
you, everyone.
Thank you. Beautiful.
Wow. Wow.
Hanako. Your microphone, Hanako.
Yeah. It's on. Yeah. Yeah. The vibration was so beautifully to feel in the body. Huh? I'm very quiet now. So that worked very well. I'm actually going to teach 2 different syllabuses. One in the weeks of the yoga training done by Molly. And that will mostly, the title of this course is called Entering the Inner Worlds. And this is where I would explain our 5 bodies, such as our physical body, emotional, mental, spiritual, and astral body. And this last body, the astral body, is actually where we will speak mostly of what we can do there and how we can live in our inner worlds and making the world through this inner world even most beautiful and a better world or a better planet, Earth, so to say. And this is where we can start from. What I'll be teaching also is spiritual anatomy, so that we get a sense of where we can heal ourselves, not only just a wound on the body or some physical pain, but really, and not only mentally or emotionally, but really, what did we bring from past lives? What did we bring here, and what are our karmas? And so the techniques to enter these worlds, these inner worlds, is perfect together with Molly, because when we are stretching the body, we get a beautiful alignment. And with this alignment, it is possible to enter the inner worlds. So this is one part of the teaching course that I'm going to teach. But the other part has to do with the earth, Mother Earth. It's called Beautiful Earth. That's the name I chose for this course. And it's a course that I have 25 years of feng shui experience and geomancy. Geomancy means geo, of course, is earth, and mancy is divination. So looking at the earth, seeing what kind of plants there are growing, what comes out of our earth, how healthy is a tree, what is the water, the river, the oceans, what are they doing to us, where are we going to build our houses, what are we using as what we are using, the south, the north, the east, the west. And it's a very Taoist view on lifestyle and how we can help the planet become more healthy by just having and getting more knowledge by what we read and what we see, what grows on the earth and how it comes out. And I also will be giving you activations and transmissions in an introduction in how to heal, and people that are light workers or healing the planet with their knowledge. Imagine that we can actually transform certain energies that feel not so nice places. We all have places in our house where we don't feel so comfortable, and I will give you and grant you a transmission so that you can change these frequencies into positive energies. And as our heart resonates on 528 megahertz, it would be beautiful if we can live in on a place or on a land where the earth has 800 megahertz. And that means that the soil is so wonderful and clean, and it makes us smile all the time. And to remember, the body is the first thing that remembers. So when the smile comes up, and that follows up to happiness, to happy life, and a happy interaction with the planet, with Earth, with Mother Earth. Thank you.
Thank you, Hanako.
Thank you, Hanako.
Thank you, all teachers, for having come here tonight. Next Monday, we will have an Italian Zoom for those of you who know Italian, with other teachers who probably some of you may be able to come, those who talk Italian, but there'll be other teachers who talk Italian, and some of them who haven't made it today. So you can come and meet them as well if you'd like. And yeah, so I think you've understood pretty much that this is really a school for becoming earth keepers and change makers. And I have a little dog here who's really been a bit obnoxious at the moment. He's the mascot of the school. Here he is. He's in his best behavior at the moment. Come on, Chubby. And yeah, so really, for maybe you have some questions now, so we're all here for you. And if not, you know, if other questions arise, you can write to us, you can consult with who invited you today, or yeah, we're available. I think Lou passed our website for those of you who don't have it. So yeah, you can call us. We are absolutely there for you. So yeah, open to questions if there are any. Unmute yourself if you want to say something. And while maybe if you're still thinking of what question you'd like to say, I'd pass the word to we have here two students today of last year's. One is Annie, who's already spoken a little bit before for Jenny, but Annie, maybe you want to share just very shortly a few words, just keep it short. and then maybe Angelica, if you also want to share 2 words of how your experience was here last year. And then we also have Lou, who was here 2 years ago, and she's actually the coordinator of students and volunteers and is helping us organize a lot of the school matters and talk to the students and everything. So if you guys want to give just a few words of your experience, the floor is yours. Annie, you want to go?
Okay, I'll be concise because usually I use a lot of words. I'm really outspoken. So, well, what can I say? This school changed my life. I was a bad student at university. Now today I've just got my first 10 out of 10 grade, and I'm studying law, which doesn't relate at all in a sort of way, the way the law is conceptualized with what we study there. But the reconnection with myself, with my body, with my emotions, with my intellect as well, has been so incredible, so empowering. It's an empowering school. It's a magic school, essentially. And that's all. That's all. I can pass my word. I've been really concise.
Super, that's the best you've ever been. So concise, Annie. Perfect. Okay, Angelica, can you talk? I know you're in the bus, but maybe you can say a few words if you want to.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult. I hope that there's not too much chaos, but I totally agree with Annie, and this school changed my life and it began a kind of home for me. And yeah, it's amazing. It's a wonderful journey just in few days, and it can change everything, all the concepts and all the beliefs that you had before coming. In my case, were completely destroyed to build up new things starting from within. So it was amazing, and it's still an amazing journey that I hope and it will never end. I'm sure of it. And thank you to all of you to be here, and I'm looking forward to see you all there. Thank you.
Thank you, Angelica. Lou, do you want to say a couple of words?
Yeah, of course, I can always talk about this school. So I think that, yeah, like everything was said, and at the same time, like we can even say like a lot of things on the school. But yeah, I agree, like it's a really magical and empowering place. And maybe like the things to add also for the people who are here today, it's that there is the part like with the teacher, but it's a whole community that we build together during the course. So there is really like this sense of community living and cleaning and cooking and having fun together. And so for me, that was really powerful to connect with human, like, and really feel this tribe feeling. And yeah, and it's really beautiful because we live on the same place with a teacher as well. So we are all human, like exploring humanity together, and it's really, really beautiful. And if you have any question also after the call, you can connect to me with, I will put an email, the email of the transmission school. And yeah, I can't wait to be back there. I was missing this place for 1 year, so I'm full of excitement to be back to this meaningful adventure. So thank you, everybody.
Oh, hello, Rita. We have another teacher here. Rita,
hello, everyone.
We're on our closure. Hello. You want to just say in a few words what you will be bringing as a course, and then we close it here.
Because you are at the end.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Hello, everyone. 2 words. Okay. We breathe. 2 words.
I like it.
So what I bring to transmission school is the breath, so the connected conscious breath. And yes, with that we'll dive into a journey of the hero's journey, breathing, meditating, feeling, and going to the core of our inner feelings. That's it. I could talk a lot more, but you said 2 words.
I think it's great. It's a great closure. And in fact, Rita is the one who closed our year with the most incredible mandala breathwork. We were all crying, like 30 people crying. And this year, again, are we ready? It's beautiful, beautiful work. So guys, I think we say goodbye here, and we hope to hear from you, or to see some of you. It would be amazing. And come for a course, come for a time, visit us, and spread the word to your children, to your friends, to who wants to really do something of their life and for the planet. This is their school.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you to all of you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Looking forward to see you.
Bye.